Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Phoenix Point Terror from the Void. The Schism or Schism, I think it's pronounced Schism, pretty certain it's Schism, is ready for us to do. Now this is us going over to defend the Exalted from the military coup that the Synod of Yearning has kicked off. It's not a time-limited mission. I really think that this should be a time-limited mission because we could just sit and wait. But we're not going to do that. We're going to send everyone over and do the best we can for our friends at Anu.
New Jericho, hiding their havens behind walls.
So frightened of infection.
Frightened of change. Clinging to the old world, to everything that is
Already lost.
Yes.
Okay. Bear with me. Hypothetically, if we'd done this mission and we'd defeated the coup, and then the Walls of Jericho had happened just a bit afterwards, would we have still heard from the Synod of Yearning? Or would it have been smart enough to recognise that the Synod was out of the picture and, you know, not just doing a send to all at earth.com? I don't know.
The walls of Jericho will fall.
Yes. As they fell before. Yes. You cannot keep change out with walls.
The flood comes.
Water eats away at stone. You cannot build fast enough. Yes.
Yeah, I reckon that as much as New Jericho are not our friends, they could probably build fast enough to keep things at bay. Let's go put the Synod in their place. Okay, the Exalted, our ally and the leader of the Disciples of Anu, has come under attack by forces loyal to the Synod of Yearning. They perceive her as having betrayed their holy cause and intend to overthrow her so the disciples will not be led astray by false dogma. The Exalted is an essential part of our struggle against the Pandora virus and must be protected at all costs. The enemy has not yet breached the Leviathan chamber, but the siege cannot be lifted without our help. So we get 9 people on this mission. Christian, no. Still no. We're going to take all of Beta 2. We're going to take all of Beta 1. And we can take someone else along. So, who? Ibrahim. Ibrahim or Ali? I think probably Ali, actually. It's funny how you end up with your favourites on the teams, but I think it's going to have to be this. I am tempted to go in quickly and put on the... Do these not go... Oh, yeah, because you've got a modded head. You can't actually have that. There we go. We're going to put these on people that can have them. No, not you, Christian. Just no. So there may not actually be that many people that can have these mist repeller helmets. Actually, Farhan, you're in the Alpha team. I don't know if we should give you one. I mean, we've got spares. We've got spares. Jamila's already full. Laura can't have one. We can't be all the way back round already. Maybe we are. Maybe we are. Let's start over at Eileen. Anton can have one. I thought so. It's just being weird with showing who we're going to be able to select. Elif can have one. There we go. I probably should have given Elif one of the motion detection things. But Bethany's got one. Alright, we've actually got enough for everyone. So let's send them in. The Fierce Bulls. You're facing a Disciples of Anu squad called the Fierce Bulls. Their leader is Katoa using the tactic Fearsome. Enemies you can see will lose 1 willpower. Okay. Oh, they've got doggos. Right. So we're supposed to have 9 people. We've actually got 10 because we have the Exalted over here in the center. We don't get these Anu Berserkers by the looks of it. We can immediately start off with panic against this guy who is somewhere that I can over here. Okay, so that will take 2 willpower. Yeah, it's probably worth us doing that. Let's have a look tactically. So we need to secure the area. We've got the giant temple, and there's clearly a bunch of Exalted dotted around. A bunch of Exalted. No, a bunch of Anu defectors, that's what I mean. The Exalted is in the centre, and we need to bring her along. Inducing panic costs us nothing in terms of action points. So we'll do that quickly, because that's nice and easy. And then I think we're going to come down here so that we're as protected as possible. And we can maybe do some scouting on the way, except I don't know how useful that's going to be. Can we get in a position where we can actually see this one? Because if I could panic them as we move along, that would be the ideal. Doesn't look like it. How about if we were to kind of swing this way? It's getting a bit close at that point. You don't have any weapons, so we can't directly tell. Okay, let's do it space at a time. Unfortunately, we're big enough that we're moving like a damn vehicle. Okay, we can actually get panic on you. And we can get panic on the other one. So they're both over there and they have been neutered. Let's carry on moving. Obviously, we need to take care of the doggo. But there is definitely something to be said about the grand murder over on the far side. So, let's get the frenzy on. We'll have a quick look at this. It's got a lot of health on it. We need to get it marked for death and taken down sooner rather than later. If we dash in, we might be close enough to be able to stab it right up close and get some good bleeding on it. Ooh, just about. That does look like it's going to work. I don't know if this is the right choice, but we're going to try it. Eileen, you can do a mark for death. You can't see the doggo though. So we're going to need to pull you across, maybe to here. This works. Mark it for death. So at least when we're doing some stabs, we're going to get extra benefit. We won't do exertion until we've taken one swing at least. Oh, look at that. It's not actually letting us do it. This is what I was worried about. It's the aiming can be a little ooh, actually, if we do it like that. Okay, it's a bit of damage on the front. We might be able to do it again. So we'll do an exertion, and this one will, yeah, we'll keep in the same place. So the head is gone. We could get a decoy out, or we could dash away. And I think a tactical retreat is probably a smart move. 140 bleed is a good amount to have on it, and it's lost its face. So the venomous head is not a threat. But it does still have that massive slasher tail, so it would be good to be able to take that out. Oh, they gain action points upon killing enemies. Ooh. This is like old school Rampage. Okay. The doggos might actually be better than I originally thought. there is definitely something to be said for them. Laying waste on it. How much does it have in terms of will point? It's got 10. So that'd be a lot of damage. We could also panic it. Panic it is good. That gives us flexibility in the time in case things go wrong. Seeing as the head has already been taken out, try and keep the shooting on target. Okay, as it's panicked, I'm not worried about it maneuvering around. Let's... Oh my god, your Overwatch is not great. Let's Overwatch this way. It's not going to come this way. But you never know. Might be able to do something worthwhile with it. I have to say, I do very much love the laser backpacks that we've got on everyone. Okay, Ali, get in, quick aim. Let's get a couple of shots on it and take it out before it really becomes a problem. That's probably going to work. We could rapid clearance this. I don't think we're going to get it this hit, but we're close enough that if it's not this hit, it's the next hit. So what we'll do is we'll get someone else to just lend a little bit of assistance on it. Like Elif. Elif is a good choice. Two hits. Love it. It's actually enraged, but it's going to die before it gets a chance to do anything nasty. There it goes. Okay, next shot will be free. Let's reposition and try and get more kills and keep chaining these together. Yeah, you're going to have quite the stretch to get this to work. Get to here, because you can maybe see both of them. So we've got 2 willpower left, so it's not going to take much to make him panic. Okay, it might not kill him in one. I'm tempted to get a shot on him from someone else. Like Elif, just to help out. That looks like the angle might work, but that's going to be sketchy. You know what? Let's vanish our way to a better shot. That is a much smarter option. Because it's going to get us overall more shots on target, which is really what we need. Okay. Rapid clearance shot. That gives us another rapid clearance shot. That's sketchy, but we might be able to do more. Let's vanish down here. Yeah, go for the regen torso. And we'll see if we can finish it off. It's gonna be sketchy. Really, we need him to kind of like lean forwards just enough for us to see more of him. Got him! What a shot. Okay, down here that is like super sketchy. We're definitely going to get someone else to take a shot down there, but I don't know who else is really going to be able to help much. We could do Anton, actually. We could do some Boom Blast stuff. Ah, this is not affected by Boom Blast anymore. Grenade and rocket launcher AP cost is reduced by 1. Is this not a rocket launcher? Game, have you forsaken me? But we're going to need to get closer. That much is certain. So let's hop on in.
Let's see now. Doing it.
Ooh, that's a good place to put a grenade. Okay, back to our previously scheduled broadcast. We need a couple of hits on this in order to actually take it out, but at this point, I think we've done pretty well. So let's have a look at the other issues. We've got this guy down here who's about to break. We can get quite a lot closer. We could also come across this way and do like an onslaught for Anton to get another grenade out. That's definitely going to help because more grenades, that's going to kill one, it's going to significantly damage the other. That might be enough to make the guy up in the top panic as well. It got them both. He did not panic. I'm honestly quite surprised. Helmy, we may as well move you forwards. Helmy, what are you actually using? Oh yeah, you've got your laser selected. Let's select your proper gun, otherwise I'm going to feel like it's a bit wrong. That is a sketchy shot through the middle, but we could do it with the sniper. No, your tentacles are in the wrong way, my friend. So if the tentacles are in the wrong place, getting in the way, where could we move that we could maybe get that shot? I don't think there's anywhere that that's going to work for us. Like, we'd have to come super wide to make that happen. We could get to, like, here and do an Overwatch. Which is not the worst idea. You know, kind of protect the forward line. And Laura. Let's move you on up. Yeah, we can maybe get you in place to do one shot on them. So if we bring you to... Yeah, the angle's just not right. I need to be there, but that's going to mean we can't actually take a shot. So I think actually we're going to tuck you in. We're going to tuck you in, out the way, and hopefully not get hit. Oh, there's more. Okay, let's not move quite as far forwards. Let's just get to here. And I think we'll leave you alone from there. Good job, Anu, guys. Scouting out nicely for us. It would help if you actually attacked something, though. Here comes trouble. not even incendiary grenades. That's just regular grenades. It's pretty effective, but I'm going to have to try a lot harder, I reckon. Oh, you are not shooting a poison crossbow at me. Well, poison arm spike. We need to have some words about your longevity. Wait, is that Christian? Did Christian defect to the Synod of Yearning? Okay. Let's talk about the survivability of the Synod's team. Katoa, the leader. We're definitely going to take you out. My question is how close we're going to be when we do it. I think this is a reasonable place to be. I don't think we need rapid clearance on this. Just potentially 2 quick aims. And Katoa is gone. Okay, that leaves 2 that we know about. 3 in reality. Laura, we're going to dash you to here. And we are going to do rapid clearance on this side. So, rapid clearance, quick aim. You've got quite a lot of armor. You really do. Okay. Let's have a check. Where's the weakest part? The head is the weakest part. It would be good to get something else in to do a little bit of damage, if we can. Or maybe just an onslaught for extra action points. Just for safety's sake. So the head. All good. Before we move on, let's do that onslaught just at the very edge. We can use kill and run to get right next to it. Ooh. Also good to know. So this is a freebie shot. We can't do a quick aim, so this one is just going to be what it is. Did a teeny bit of damage to the guy behind. That's great. I would love a bit more damage on it, though, before we commit to the murder. Although we could actually step right up next to him. His weakest armor is on the legs, so if we step right to here, we can shoot him in the butt, finish him off. And get another freebie on you. 16 armor, 12 armor on the head. 14 armor, 16 armor. Head is the best place. Okay, there is one guy left that we know about. Not gonna lie, he's pretty well hidden. Let's try and get what angle we can, and we'll take the shot because there is no reason not to. 8 damage. It's better than nothing. Better than nothing. Okay. You are in a really awkward place, mate. Really awkward. I wonder if we can get eyes on at all and just make him panic. You are not done yet, but yeah, there is 2 left, and they are pretty close to each other.
Can't wait.
Anton, I think we need to bring you across this way. I don't know if you're going to get in position to do what I'd like, but we're going to have to try.
Executing.
So 1 grenade will not go far enough as it is. We need to get an onslaught on you to get you moving. Does anyone nearby have an onslaught that they could supply? Could also move Bethany in. There's an onslaught. Right.
What's our move?
The move is to get you as close as possible and put a grenade on at least one of the bad guys. Preferably on both of them. High mobility is so important. So vitally important. Okay, let's dash in. We're going to get our laser packs out. I'm not too worried about the Berserker, but the Berserker is the only one that we can really see effectively, so take him out while we can. And the other guy we're kind of going to have to wait on, I think. Let's tuck in here and wait. Eileen. We can get you at a point where you can see him, but you're not going to be able to do any actions this turn. So at the very least, it's preparing for next turn. Elif, you're not going to be able to make it across in time. Do what you can. Get across. And, yeah, Bethany, you are not in a much better place. Maybe could have got you into close combat, but you wouldn't have been able to take a swing at him. So for now, that'll do. Well done, Anu, guys. Running around like headless chickens. With both of his arms gone, he's actually pretty ineffectual. Let's just put him out of his misery. Sorry, Carol. You're on the wrong side. Nine people on the mission makes a change. That's 90 extra skill points. Hey, the Exalted got some experience. That is a surprise. I didn't know the Exalted could get experience. So technically, 10 people on the mission.
Thank you. Without your intervention, everything I've worked so hard for might have been lost. And now you deserve to know the truth. The truth that made the Synod of Yearning declare me a traitor to the dead god. The truth I've been hiding for all these years, calling myself the Exalted, building this army of faith. And that truth is, I am a traitor. I always have been. I've never believed in the dead god. Oh, he's real. Real and terrible, but I've never been his faithful servant. All this time I've been playing a game, pretending to be his messiah, so I can get close enough to stab him when he's least expecting it.
So, your entire religion is a long con.
You must understand, the dead god is not a creature like us. Conventional tactics would have achieved little in the long run. He is ancient and powerful beyond belief. Compared to us, he truly is a god. But he is trapped on Yugoth and cannot act directly, yet. Soon, however, he will try to come here. He will manifest himself. And that is when we will strike. That is when we will take everything from him and claim it for ourselves. But before that can happen, there is work that still needs to be done, so that we are prepared. My anagnostes, my scientists, will reach out to you.
Cool. More materials and stuff that we don't really need. They like us more, so that's back up to 100%. And all good. I mean, I'm mostly like curious about the whole Exalted gaining experience. Could we take the Exalted on other missions? Get level ups? I suspect not, but I'm still like bustling with curiosity. The Pandora key, right? With the information gathered by the Temple of Iana, the Exalted has cracked the encryption used by the Ugothian entity and its transmissions. Now the Exalted's DNA must be modified so she can hack the signal itself. Well, this is definitely more important than multi-sensor threat detection. What we'll do is we'll put it second, because we're so close to finishing this off, we may as well let it happen. Let's spread the team out again properly. So the beta team, beta 1 and beta 2 coming across here. And the alpha team, we're actually going to keep them pretty close by. Actually, let's put them up the top. That'll do nicely.
Research complete.
No penalty incurred for dark environments. Not a particularly useful thing. I mean, maybe early on this would be kind of cool, but by the time we have late game, our perception levels are so high that I don't see this really providing any benefit. If night was a lot more fierce in its perception reduction, then I'd say yeah, that's totally worthwhile. And I would lean into that change. If you were going to do that, I would make dark very dark and have extra modules that people can bring along for scanning, so that it raises the perception by carrying it, but you lose a weapon hand or just have to carry extra equipment. I think that would be cool. And then having this later on in the game, so it's only one weight and just takes up a head slot that you might not be using, kind of balances it out. So this is like the higher version of the tech. Just some thoughts for how things could be if they were different. Okay, Alpha 1 all healed and rested. The beta team, we're going to bring them straight down and try and save that haven. I think we've probably got enough time to do that if we're quick about it. 6 hours to get there? Yeah, we'll make it in time.
Research complete.
And there is the Pandora key. New research is available. The Liturgy of the Divine Flesh. All the elements are in place to complete the Exalted's Long Kong and trick the Ugothian entity into surrendering its power. The only thing left to do is to formulate the plan. We're going to rank this higher than the other two just because I think it's probably a better way to spend our time. But let's save this haven quickly. Christian, you're still not coming along, mate. Just know. I spent a lot of time faffing and talking around around the last mission because it was new and we hadn't seen it before. I'm going to try and not spend as much time and just get through this quickly. So we have a problem. We have a Scylla, our first Scylla, which needs to die now, like right this second. So right off the bat, killing the Scylla is more important than getting a frenzy on us, but the person who does frenzy doesn't do much else. So we'll start off by marking the Scylla for death. And then we're going to do our ranged attackers, which probably is going to be a lot of shredding. Edith's actually in a great place to do that. Let's see what we've got. 50 armor, 30 armor. We could do shredding on the spawning abdomen. And that gives us a lovely place for everyone to shoot. First shred. We know it's not happy. It's fine, it's not happy. We want to kill it this turn if we can. And if we can't, we might be in trouble. It's like a second shredding on this. That's got rid of all of its armor. Everything else from here on out is a bonus. Now, because of what it is, I would like to save an action point so we can potentially go on Overwatch. But we might need to do some like vanishing closer before we do that. So let's leave that there. And instead we'll move on to someone else. That is pretty perfect. Not gonna lie, it's kind of sexy. Hypothetically, we're gonna look for... It's not Bethany. Laura. So Laura can do Adrenaline Rush and then can do Onslaught. So for one action point, she can give someone else 2. So that's going to be really handy. Especially when we're dealing with something like the Gorgon, where we can do a lot of damage relatively quickly, especially taking into account quick aim. So this is, let's say, 50 damage per thing, so that's 200 damage. This has got the potential to be a lot more when it hits, so we want to be using the shard gun where possible. Yeah, it's just over 400 damage all considered for 2 action points. The question is it going to be accurate? I'd say that's accurate enough. $280 damage. It's actually a bit less than I thought it was going to be. We must have missed a tiny bit. Let's use the Gorgon instead. Because that's just guaranteed. Okay, one more shot. Okay, you've got enough ammo to keep doing that, so let's get that onslaught on you. Four more shots coming right at you. Let's let it stand up again. There we go. Okay, it's coming along very nicely, but it's still got a long way to go. Guyo, you're going to be next. We're definitely going to do the aimed burst. Because this is going to maximize the amount of damage we do. Not bad, not bad. Get an entire another blast off on it. Okay, spawning abdomen is gone.
Ready.
Anton.
Lining up a shot.
I think that's probably as good as it's going to get. I think almost all of those hit. Good job, Anton. And, you know, while you're at it, we still haven't had a chance to use this, so go ahead and get the old missile out. You've earned it. really not much damage, but better than absolutely nothing. Okay, laser at the butt. Okay, Eileen might still do a frenzy, so we'll leave that alone for now. Oh, you do even more damage with the Gorgon. You would have been a better choice from the start. Scylla is dead. Scylla is dead. Let's get the frenzy on. And let's find the remaining bad guys. Okay, so normally I'd start off looking at it tactically. Clearly, we had our primary concern, which has now been dealt with. Looking around, I don't see any obvious defenders, so we're now just scouting for anyone that we can take out. I think let's kind of push down this way. Bethany does... Oh, sorry. Yeah, Bethany's got one of those sensors in the helmet. I don't think Laura does. So we're going to look to see what we can get. We're going to do some rapid clearance and maybe get lucky. Rapid clearance and a quick aim would get us some damage on this guy. Or 2 quick aims could take him out. Rapid clearance and a shot in the leg. Rapid clearance, quick aim and a shot in the leg, to be clear. That did not do enough. Ah, that's annoying. Ooh, they've got all the big boys out this time, don't they? Hey, there's a defender. I'll tell you what, I'm glad we killed the big tamale while the killing was good. But there is a lot of stuff that we still need to fix. Not gonna lie, it's not great, but it is manageable. Who can you see? You can see that guy. We actually... Oh, we can mind control him. Ooh, okay. New options. So because he is mind controllable, we can step him in and he can do some stabbing. And a bit of scouting at the same time. Eileen... Yeah, you're not really going to get to do much else. What we'll do is we'll overwatch nearby just in case the Myrmidon comes over. Helmy, carry on your original trajectory. Get your laser on this guy's arm. Should just about be able to see it. It might summon a guy, but that's not a problem if it does. Ooh, and we've got an acid grenade as well. I don't think you're going to get close enough to throw the acid grenade out, though. So we might have to try and be smart and just, like, come to here. I do like the idea of getting a subjugator shot on this guy, but we just don't have the oomph to make it through. Can we get high ground anywhere? Kind of over here. Alright, you're going to be bait, mate. And your other friend is going to be equal parts bait and trouble.
Let's rock.
I see no problems with this plan whatsoever. Bethany, what are we going to do with you? We could send you across to try and deal with the Myrmidon. I'm going to have quite far to go. But we can also get a decoy out. So I do quite like that. So get to there. Get the decoy out. And we'll try and make a go of it. This is supposed to be a quick mission. So that Umbra might take out our guy. Myrmidon's coming for the decoy, that's good. Oh no, he's got delirium. There is clearly more Tritons. Wow, he knocked out the roof. And went straight for our guy. That is so rotten.
Yeah.
I'm not too surprised by that. I am very surprised by this. Umbra. I guess we get to try a double kill. Okay.
On the move.
You're gonna die soon. You may as well do what you can. Reasonable efforts. Reasonable efforts. I don't know if you can actually... Oh, we can mind control this one as well. Ooh, that's a maybe. That is a maybe. It looks like we'll be able to get an acid grenade over on it. If we get in the right place. That's a decent amount of acid. The acid that's on us is not that much of a problem. Mind Crush will do 100 damage, which is okay, but it's not spectacular. You're pretty much going to run out of health. Let's just move you down here. So at least you're scouting. And I think let's do some boom blast explodey fun. So he's got acid on him. Let's put some fire around his base. He's not in a place where we can mark him for death. Okay, that's helped. We can definitely get closer. If I was to come across this way, through the back passage is the way it wants us to go. So let's lead on round. Okay, we can see him now. Let's mark him for death. Probably should have done this at the start. And I think we'll probably just shoot everything we can. That would be an additional 120 damage if we get it on target. I think we just go for the big damage. Couldn't see through the smoke, but we got it on target. Okay, back to trying to do this quickly. There's still a few things that we need to take care of. Bethany, starting off number 1. That's a reasonable shot. If it's going to take 2, though... How did that... You know what? I'm not even going to question it. Not going to question it. Let's get to here. We'll shoot this thing in the face, because that will at least stop it attacking us. Then we'll shoot this guy. Twice. Okay. It is going to bleed out. We can ignore it otherwise. So it's you and you as the problems. Helmy. Let's change weapons so we can check where the visibility is. From here we can see and shoot with our shoulder laser. Okay, one more issue gone. We can lay waste on this one, kill him. And that leaves us with you with not much left in you, and this thing with not much left in it either. Laura, come round to here. I think we should release it. Now we can finish it off. So that means it's just this Myrmidon. Eileen, if you get to here with a pistol, hopefully this will stop those Umbras from appearing. Can mind control it. And it immediately panics, of course. Wasn't enough. So the Umbras are still going to appear. We've got 2 that are going to show up on the map. There might be other things that we don't know about offhand. Let's go scouting. Okay, that's a reasonable place to get to. And Liz, I don't think there's going to be anything else down there. Maybe like up in the back corner over here. But it could also just be the Umbras, so we'll see what happens. Hi, stay there. Nice and in the open. It's not a surprise that he went down, but there's not much we can do about it. Okay. It's a pretty beefy gun. If you like virus guns. If you don't like virus guns, we do have other guns available. How much willpower has it got? It's got 18. Let's just blast it. Okay, and then straight down the center alley. Do that again. We should be golden. Job's a good one, and that didn't take too long. Couple of injuries, but nothing too bad. Nothing that won't heal up quickly. And most interestingly, our first Scylla. Failed to identify the origin, but we cleared them all out, so that's what we needed. Let's send the beta team back to where they're supposed to be going, and we're going to have to finish up there because we are out of time for this episode. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you are enjoying this. As always, if you are, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Phoenix Point, Terror from the Void. See you soon.